Alright, so this is the 90-90 position. This is one of my favorite stretches. Okay, so 90-90 means that my legs are at a 90-degree angle. So my back leg, again, 90 degrees, front leg 90 degrees. If you start to feel this in your knee when you're doing this, we could do a couple things. You can either pull your knee back, your heel back towards your butt, which will lessen the stretch, or you could take a pillow and you could put it on your knee like that, and that'll also kind of take pressure off your knee. Either way, but in order to kind of gain range of motion here, to the front side, which is hip external rotation, this would be if I'm feeling pain on the inside of my knee, we want to kind of focus here. I'm just going to move down until I feel a stretch here. Starting to feel a stretch. Again, kind of in the old butt there. Holding here for anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds and thinking about just breathing and relaxing into it. So as I breathe in, I exhale. Just let myself sink in a little further. Again, holding for around 30 to 60 seconds. And in order to gain range of motion here, again, stretching term, pails would be pushing away from the effort. And how I would do that which is I would push my foot, a little tongue tied there, into the ground. Okay, I'm not trying to push my knee. I'm not trying to let my knee come up off the ground either, but I'm just pushing straight down. So taking my foot here, starting at about 25%. Building to 50%, building to 75%, pushing down into the ground as hard as I can. Like if there's an ant under there, it should be like flat against the ground by the time I'm done, right? I'm steamrolling that ant. I'm pushing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You get the idea, go to 0. Then I'm going to put my hand on the top of my foot, pull myself deeper into the stretch. Again, hold, pull deeper for 10 seconds, relax. And again, after that, I would just hold in the stretch again for 30 to 60 seconds. Repeat that several times. Now, for the back side, what I'm doing is I'm taking my hand, I'm putting it on the back side here. I'm rotating towards my back leg. And again, I'm feeling a stretch here in my hip. I'm holding for, again, 30 to 60 seconds. The pails are pushing away in this case. Would be to push the foot, the back foot into the ground. Again, the knee is a fulcrum. It doesn't move up. I'm pushing for 10 seconds there. I pull up. So I'm attempting to do that motion, pull it off the ground. You're not going to be able to do it. If you can, then please, you have some stuff to teach me. But again, I'm pulling up, and that's just going to give me a little bit of more of rotation so I can move further back into hip internal rotation. Now, in order to actively use this range of motion, I'm going to line my belly button up with my kneecap, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing that I did with my stretch. I'm just going to come actively in and out of it. So I'm trying to pull my foot up towards the ceiling. I'm pulling myself in, pushing my foot into the ground, pushing myself out. Just repeating that anywhere from 8 to 12 times. Same thing here. Pulling up, rotating in, pushing down, rotating back. And then I can finish things up with a hip car. So after I do that, back is flat. I'm just going to knock out a couple of these bad boys, keeping my back flat. Just kind of like integrate that new range of motion. Tell my hip that I opened that up. I used it in closed chain, which was my feet on the ground, and then an open chain with my legs off the ground. So again, try those 3 moves. That'll really help if you're dealing with those issues, and enjoy.